Everybody know what time it is? StarCraft 2 time! That is right, it's time for some StarCraft 2. And let's get right into this game. So this is game number 4 between Polt, TSL Polt, and Stephano. So this map is Shakuras Plateau, and it's going to feature a great deal of actually, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. All I know is that TSL Polt is our Terran and Stephano is our Blue Zerg. So these players are side-by-side spawns, so it'll be interesting to see what's going to come out of this. So immediately off the bat, we see Stephano sending his first drone to scout out the base of where this supply depot is at your starting base just below the ramp, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to block that off. And the first Overlord is on its way to scout the base, and Polt, meanwhile, is focusing on getting more SCVs, as with Stephano, and he's getting another Overlord out to increase his units. And the first drone is out, and he sees that the first barracks is obviously out, so Stephano is going to see if he can destroy that SCV, but Polt knows he's too good to do that. So before I get to the game, it is this is game number 4 between these two players, and it's currently 2-1 in favor of TSL Polt. So Stephano has to win this game in order to continue. So we'll see what happens in the last game. So, and Polt got those Marines and medevacs and siege tanks, so he was able to break through Stephano's defenses and just win the game, even though Stephano was on like 5 or 6 bases and Polt was on like 2 or 3. So the barracks is completed, and the first Marine is coming out for Polt, and he should be able to clean that up, that drone up very quickly. The first SCV is on the way to Stephano's base. He's obviously going to see that Stephano's placed his hatchery in the position where to collect more minerals. And the first command center now is being built for Polt at the moment, and he should be able to get on his first mule. And now Polt is transitioning into building those refineries because he needs the gas right now. And same thing for Stephano. He's got his first extractor out, and the spawning pool is just about done. So that means he'll be getting some. So that means Stephano will be getting some Zerglings out, and the hatchery. Whoa, sorry about that. It's a little bit of lag there. So Stephano should be able to get Zerglings out, and looks like TSL was about to build that bunker. This is the 4th straight game that he's done that, but yeah, force up the cancel. That CB is almost at 10 HP, so he should be back going. Stop blocking his base with two supply depots and a barracks, and this is just for new players. You can block off Protoss and Zerg attacks by just putting 2 supply depots and a barracks inside your base, and then yeah, just do that with your supply depots, so you can block it off immediately. And now the first factory is coming out, and that means that Polt is going to do the old switcheroo where he builds the reactor, and then he from his barracks, and then he switches it with his water factory, and that means he'll get 2 Hellions out. So that crossed all the way across Polt's base. Now we know what's going on. The command center has transitioned into Overall Command. Now he's going straight for the second mineral patch, and that means that a couple of these workers or SCVs will be transitioning down to that mineral field to get more economy going. So now the factory is finally out, and now that Zergling has scouted out that, so that means he knows that those Hellions will be coming. So Stephano has to do something right now. He's placed down a spine crawler, and he is also getting a couple of creep tumors out. Drones like weeds in a garden are basically babies or something like that. Whatever, I can't. I'm not that great. So here's our first two Hellions, and then that Zillion Naga Tower obviously was captured by Stephano, and knows that those Hellions are coming. He also has the Zergling speed up and running, so that's also good news. So, and the hatchery is being transported. What the hell's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for the word. Oh, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Transforming. There we go. Into a litter. So that means that's going to be tier 2. These Hellions are going to be scouting out right here, and the spine crawler is it's actually in pretty good position, to be honest. It's right in the middle of the choke point right there. So then, which means any Hellions that might be going through here are just going to be grown off, and surprisingly, only a couple of attacks from the spine crawler can kill a Hellion in a couple of shots. So that's a good thing to know. More mules being dropped out at Polt expansion, and he's going to the supply depot block off. 5 Marines just standing here doing nothing. They should be doing something, or else they're going to be fired from the Terran army. Going around and around to see if they can find a choke point to get into Stephano's base, but the macro hatchery is already down, and the banelings are beyond where the Baneling nest. There's the Baneling nest along with the evolution chamber. So +1, +2 attacks are coming for Stephano, and along with that macro hatchery, it's going to be on a full-out assault. And that spine crawler moves again. Maybe these Hellions can get off a few shots before they go in there. Will they get a few shots? And nope, the spine crawler finishes, and we'll get any more shots off those Hellions. This Hellion is almost dead. It's at 15 HP. So these Zerglings and these Banelings are coming up. Are any Baneling speeds coming up? Yes, I think so. Baneling speed is almost done. And this queen needs to be careful and doesn't get sniped by those Hellions. Over at Polt's base, we see he's finished the wall in with the supply depot, and he's going in for some siege tank production once again. And he's finishing these 2 refineries to get more gas on the way. These Hellions are just blocking everything from Stephano. Stephano needs to do something right now, and he's being his Zerglings and see if he can get a surround on those Hellions. But those Hellions are way too fast. Actually, Zerglings with the Zergling speed are a little bit faster. That can catch up to the Hellions right there. And there's a good. Oh man, that was a fantastic use of those Banelings. Sending half of them towards this choke point here while the Hellions were coming up from this area, and just destroying all those Hellions. So that was actually a pretty decent units lost. It's in favoring Polt at the moment because you've destroyed all those Zerglings, I guess. So yeah, I thought, but that brought up Stephano back in the game, and he's using all these creep termers to creep all the way to this expansion, and he's getting another expansion here, so that's good. And will this will this drone place down an expansion? Yes, so two hatcheries are being placed down almost at the same time. So Stephano's going to be boosting up his production, and with his macro hatchery, it's going to be double the production. And once again, he is still going with the Banelings and the Zerglings. So we'll see how this works out. It didn't work out so well in the last game, and this crew tumor is being absolutely bananas. Yes, I'm sort of sounding like a Husky StarCraft, but hey, oh look at this! We have our I've never seen a Mutalisk in a long time. But here's the bear attack, and this suspension is about to go down by Stephano, and the Stephano is using good damage, and the Mutalisks are doing good damage, but the Zerglings need to watch out because the siege tank is on the siege mode, and they need to be careful they don't get to destroy that. Orbital command lifts off, but he won't be able to get away because of those Mutalisks. The Mutalisks should be able to finish that orbital command. Maybe nope, because all those Zerglings have been destroyed. And let's take a look at the units lost tab, and Stephano lost a whole lot. It's about half. Yeah, so Stephano did lose a whole hell of a lot of Zerglings and a couple of Banelings, but he still has a good production of Mutalisks. I wonder how many Mutalisks is that. Let's see. 4, 6. I think about about 7. Back to the students tab. And these Marines do have the stem packs, so that's going to be good. And more Mutalisk production now. He's up to maybe 16 or 17. And they cancel the refinery, and Yeah, so Stephano's really being very careful of these Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are doing pretty good damage, and they do have the 1+1 attack, and they're just slowly picking away against those Marines. And Stephano is really Stephano's two Harrys are doing very well from him. Let's take a look at the income tab versus second. It's virtually identical actually, because even though Stephano is on 4 bases and Polt is only on 2, Polt has a bigger number of SCVs. Actually, I don't know that. Let's take a look at the units track for a second. It's 64 drones to 62 SCVs, so a little bit more than I expected in terms of SCVs compared to drones, because you want to have more. If you're a Zerg player, you want to have more drones than say probes or SCVs for Terran or Protoss, because then that just increases your production tab. And Mutalisks are doing everything they can to try to hold these productions, and they do take out 3 missile turrets from Polt, and that's a good way to hold the production now. And these Mutalisks are just flying all over the base. They're trying to destroy this reactor, and they do. Nice job right there. And these Mutalisks are doing stem the Mutalisks. Oh, did I just stem the Mutalisks? Yeah, I said stem the Mutalisks. The Marines stem to try to take out the Mutalisks, and the Mutalisks are still at large. They are doing a very good job. And surprisingly, there's only 1 missile turret protecting all these Marines. And we do spot the armory. Oh boy, which means, oh boy, if the armory goes down, then that means no Thor production. And I don't know if Polt's doing Thor production yet. No, he's just doing siege tank production, and he has a starport, so he's getting those medevacs out. And slowly but surely, Polt's okay, hang on a second. There's a lot of Marines here. I want to see how many Marines are on the field. 77 Marines. That's a lot of Marines, and I think they do have the +1. They have the +2/+2 armor and attack, so that's going to make them pretty darn good. And those siege tanks are just slowly leapfrogging towards Stephano's base. I should really turn down the music because I can't hear myself. These Mutalisks are coming back, and hopefully they can take out a siege tank, and they do. Those Marine stems, and they want to get and destroy these creep trimmers, which they do. But a whole hell of a lot of Zerglings and Marines, or Banelings and Zerglings. I don't want to get my game to lag, but this is going to be huge, and these Zerglings are going to get a huge surround on these Marines. But the Marine stem is getting faster, getting out of there as soon as possible. But Polt just has a huge number of siege tanks here, and these Marines are preventing the Mutalisks from destroying them. But again, this is just huge. These a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Banelings, and Stephano is basically just splitting up his forces to see what he can do with this. And let's see if ACI can do this. Oh boy, this is huge. I don't even know what's going on. The Zerglings are getting a huge surround on all these siege tanks and Marines. Oh boy, that's just massive. Man, that was big. Polt lost a lot of forces there. I'm really surprised they let that happen. And this command center is not done yet, and it will be destroyed to enforce the council or anything like that. Oh, this is just hurting Polt a lot. Let's just actually, I'm going to take a look at this. So these Mutalisks are doing a pretty good, damn good job there. So they have the +2 attack. Oh boy, that's just huge. That was a pretty good attack. Let's just take a look at the units lost. Yeah, I think yeah, Polt lost a huge number of that. Oh, here's units lost. So now it's in favoring Stephano now, because even though he lost a whole ton of units, even though he lost a whole shit ton of units, Polt lost even more Marines than say Zerglings. And this overall command is about to go down. And even with the lifting off, it won't do much because of the Mutalisks there. And the Thor is here. Oh no, I said that wrong. let me say it again. Thor is here. There we go. And these Mutalisks are just doing they're doing a lot of damage right now. Thor production is finally out for Polt, and you see if he can get out as much as he can. The Mutalisk production is still coming out, and the pathogen glands, as well as the Zergling fire capacity level 1s are coming in. And here comes a huge attack, and these Mutalisks. Oh boy, that was a huge loss of Mutalisks. Polt is doing a very, very good job of just preventing the Mutalisks from coming into his base, but this Thor is pretty low on production and pretty low on energy, so they need to hold on for as long as possible. And let me just take a look at the income tab for just a second. It's in favoring Stephano because he is on 4 bases, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll say 3. We'll say 3.5. And Polt is he only is running on 1 base because his first base is completely mined out. Well, there's a couple of mineral patches here, but that's not going to do him a whole lot. So he's on 2 bases. So actually, what was talking there, those resources up here changed a bit, so now it's in favor of Polt. Back to the production tab we go. And we see a lot more Marines are coming up on the field. A couple more siege tanks are coming out, but the +1 attack level and air support are coming in. But another expansion here is about to be taken out by Polt. Nope. Oh, look at these infestors, and they do get some fungal off of the medevac, and those medevacs do take some damage with the fungals. So there's, hang on a sec, units. So there are 4 infestors on the field. I'm sorry I'm not using my mouse keys, but I'm just just getting used to it. So just bear with me that I don't screw up on them. Oh, look at these Mutalisks are destroying a good number of the buildings. I think they took out 1 engineering bay. No, they didn't take out 1 engineering bay. Sorry, my bad. They're just doing a couple of harassment on the war factory. But the focus is right here, where Polt has set up a huge choke point and a missile placed down right here. So that's Stephano can't bring in his Mutalisks to attack, and the Thors are coming straight into the base. And they do spot the creep tumors, and right now Stephano is in a little bit of trouble here. He needs to fend this off, but how can he do that when there's like Marines coming in and attacking his hatcheries? Where is the huge forces? There's a huge force of Zerglings. I don't know how many Zerglings are on there. There's way too many to count. There's like over 100, or maybe there's 70 or something. 83 Zerglings and 40 something Banelings, but Zerglings have been split up, and then they're trying to weaken Polt's army one step at a time. These Marines stem off, and they do the +3 armor and attack, so that means they'll become a lot more powerful than what they really are. The Mutalisks are at the +1/+2, and we do see some corruptors on the field, and so those corruptors are going to be into brood lords. Sweet. So we do see 7 brood lords on the way for Stephano, and this could change the tide. This could change the tide. Oh, this fungal off there, catching those Marines. Oh, that's a pretty good fungal. More fungals are coming in, and here comes the rescue. And there's the brood lords. Oh boy, this is going to change the time of war. Polt was not expecting this. Viking production is just coming out now for Polt, but I mean, this brood lord production is going to be absolutely bananas right now. I said bananas again. I'm sorry I said that again, but I mean, these broodlords are just gonna be owning the shit out of Polt at the moment, and those broodlings are just doing some crazy ass damage. And the broodlings have the +2/+1, but they really need to watch out for the Marines because they can do some damage there. And the infestors, they're trying to get some fungals off, but they're and the current. And Stephano says congrats, and Stephano has left the game. I'm a little bit confused right now. Yeah, I think I was right. So Stephano's been defeated. Oh yeah, because he lost these 2 expansions. That's right. So then that's why Stephano lost, even though he has the broodlings and he had the broodlings and he had the corruptors, but I guess there was too many Marines, too many Vikings and whatever. So congratulations to TSL Polt for beating Stephano, and I think the 5th game is just well, it's part of the replay. It's part of the replay pack. So I don't know if Polt and Stephano decided to play a game for fun. I gotta check that out, so I'll upload it as quickly as I possibly can. So I hope you all enjoyed that game, the number 4 game, and my name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys all next time.